What is the question you're asked most often?
These days?
Yeah.
What is a blockchain and how is it going to change the world?
Fire away.
Well, blockchain is the underlying technology of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. But we think of it as something much bigger. It's really the second era of the internet. For 40 years, we've had an internet of information where you can move information around, but what you're really doing is copying it. When it comes to assets, things like money and stocks and bonds and intellectual property and art and music and votes, you don't want to copy those. That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
So blockchain enables us to do everything we did with information and more with assets, peer-to-peer. And trust is not achieved by a bank, a government, a credit card company, a social media company. It's achieved by this amazing software, by cryptography and some clever code.
There is a lot for us to learn about it, and I think your book is really going to be an immense help, and various articles that we'll see through the coming weeks and months, because this is accelerating, and we're hearing it's a revolution.
Yeah.
What kind of a revolution is it?
Well, it's 1995, and the internet is just appearing, and everyone's asking the very same questions.
Yeah.
Now we have the internet of value that's happening in 2018, and we're in the early days of much bigger changes. Corporations are going to change fundamentally and look like networks. We're going to have the $50 trillion global supply chain moving on blockchain. The financial industry is being turned on its head. Democracy, if we do this right, will be unrecognizable, and we'll have real models of democracy. And we have huge opportunities to solve some big problems like climate change. I'm involved with something called CarbonX.ca, and we're tokenizing carbon credits. So when you go to Home Depot, you'll buy the green lawnmower because it comes with these carbon credits that are tokens. And you can trade them or turn them into money if you want to. That can change the behavior of billions of people through an economic incentive to be green. So those are 4 of hundreds of examples of how this technology will change things very profoundly.
Should we be scared?
Well, that was my talk today. This is so disruptive, and it's happening so fast that we need a whole new social contract. New agreements between government, business, civil society. When we went from the agrarian age to the industrial age, we did that. We figured out people are going to be literate. We created the public education system, made a law. You have to go to school.
Yeah.
We figured people live in the city. They're going to need a social safety net. We figured out you can't have one oil company owning everything. We've done none of that for this new age. This technology is going to wipe out entire industries. The #1 job type for men in the U.S. is truck driver. That's going to be gone in 15 years. There will be no truck drivers, there will be no drivers. The #1 job type for women is cashiers. Gone. And it's not just stuff like that, it's white-collar work, because computers can diagnose patients better than doctors. So we're going to need a whole new contract in society, and that's part of our mission at the Blockchain Research Institute, to get a discussion going about that.
Fasten your seatbelts. Thank you very, very much.
My pleasure.